Am I an old soul? First of all, the picture is simply a coffee shop because coffee shops are my weakness. And also I could not find a good picture that represents an old soul, or at least what we call an old soul. From my experience from the sessions, I have seen that all souls are the same age. They were all born the moment that we call the Big Bang. However, some souls are more curious than others, simply because they are different parts of the same source. There are many parts to this energy we call God, and some parts are curious, some parts are adventurous, some parts are daring, some parts are crazy. So these souls go into realities. No, what they really do is they go further and further away from the source. That's what they really do. Because they are daring and because they are crazy. So this gives them experiences that makes them much wiser. And when we see them, we call them an old soul. But I really, personally, I could be wrong, but I really have not seen a soul that is older than another soul. And many clients have asked this to their higher self, and they always get a similar answer, like, we are all the same age, or we all came into existence at the same moment. So I personally don't believe that there are souls that are older than other souls. And it would help. Okay, let's put it this way. Souls that have done a lot of things in their existence, that have gone as far as possible away from the source, have learned a lot. So our world can be a little boring for those souls. And a lot of people are loners. Not that they necessarily want to be alone. It's that what other people talk about don't interest them. Down deep inside, they feel like, I did this 30 million years ago. I can't continue this now. So there's a lot of sayings, you will find a lot of statements on the internet, like an old soul wants to be alone. Yes, it does, but you know what? Being alone is very healthy. So just because you want to be alone, don't automatically try and convince yourself that you are an old soul, because this will stop you from learning. You will convince yourself that, you know what? You are an old soul and you have nothing more to learn. And that's kind of dangerous, because you're going to waste a life. So cut that out. Being alone is very healthy whether you are an old soul or not. But yes, a lot of old souls simply don't find what most people talk about very interesting. Because really what most people talk about is boyfriends, girlfriends. He didn't call me. She didn't call me. What do you think she wanted? What do you think she meant by this? And we talk about it in a way like we're going to solve all the world's problems. And this is what old souls get tired of, and they keep away from us. But playing the separation game, like separating yourself from others because you think you are an old soul, doesn't help. Because I have met a few old, what we call old souls, and they never talk about it. They never say something like, I'm an old soul. So if you catch yourself telling yourself that you are an old soul, you're not. You're still a baby. So cut it out and focus on becoming an old soul. The easiest way to do this is to jump into whatever it is that you are afraid of. Are you afraid of being unemployed? Jump into it. Leave the job if you do not like the job. You will learn something, and this will make you, or this will take you closer to being what we call an old soul. Are you afraid to travel alone? Go and do it. Of course, if you're a woman, you're not going to go alone to Saudi Arabia, but there's 211 other countries you can go to. What else? Yes, whatever scares you, whatever it is you're afraid of, jump into it head first. And this will make you an old soul. So next time you come to Earth, you won't be talking about this man or that man, and do they like you? How do they feel about you? Are they going to call you? Are you the only woman in their life? You know, I'm not going to say anything else because I'll be very judgmental, and I'm very good at that. Now, let's see about old souls. Nothing else is coming. Yes, I will leave it with, don't try and convince yourself you are an old soul. Old souls don't do this. They don't mention it. I will leave it at this.